This is a new box of filament. I've just got it now. It was left hidden on my doorstep, so to speak, by the delivery service. Show you around the box. There's a QR code. PLA blue. Yeah. This was, well, I'll put the price on the video, but I think it was about 11 quid, maybe a bit cheaper. That's, it feels like 1 kilo. Let's see. Nothing there. What does that say again? Does it say 1 kilo? Well, I can't see the weight, but it certainly feels like 1 kilo. And some recommended temperatures for different filaments here. So I recommend storing it in a dry place. eBay. Right, let's get the actual box open. I do have some filament left, some blue filament left. Where's my printer quality and the 5+? This is the filament I've got left. A little bit under half of a spool there. I plan to take this off, take it out, take it off, and put the new stuff on. We'll see how well it does. But initial impression is good. Here, I haven't opened it. This is the second. Yep, and it is sealed in this sort of packaging. You can tell that it's been vacuum sealed because it's denting here in with the air pressure pushing in, and some silica gel to soak up any moisture. It's blue. I presume this is pretty much the same as what is had on the box. QR code there. Trying to get that in. Okay, I'm going to pop this with just a key here. So I'm trying to do this one-handed. I'll rip this open and I'll show you when I've ripped it open. Okay, so there we are, out the pack, out that sort of cellophane. Don't throw these out. You can I'll put these in a thing like this. Just stick them in there whenever I get one. Put any old filament in here. I have some PETG, I think, in here to keep the moisture down. Hydrometer on the front, just like, it's not an airtight box, but that's where I store my filaments. Might still need drying out. Where's the end on here? Yep. Wrap through the loop. On my other brand, which I've had no problems with whatsoever, but they didn't have any blue left, and it's a little bit more expensive than this stuff. This stuff feels quite stiff. Yeah, not too bad. That end feels stiff. Can I bend it? Just a bend test to see if it breaks. If it's very brittle, it's a sign that there might be moisture inside. Okay, I'll get this put on the printer and then I'll show you it printing. Not sure the size of the hole in that spool, but it's quite big, quite a biggish like hole there to me. So this is a spool of the new stuff. Here's the previous stuff. Might be subtle difference in the shading, but that can happen between different manufacturers anyway. About the same width. I think the central hole there is about the same. Nothing wrong with this filament, it's just they didn't have any blue, which is like my favourite colour, if you like. I've asked it to feed about 80mm, so some of this might be the previous, what's left in the nozzle, so to speak, although I did do a pull back, and it certainly did pull some back. That's feeding, it seems to be going alright. I'm on 205 degrees here. Yep, it stopped. I'm just going to print the 10mm cube. I'll probably, even though it only takes about 5 minutes or so, I'll do you know, like fast thing of it and show you the results. One problem with the Creality Ender 5 Plus is this sort of section here. It's very difficult to see what's painting. That's one of my children carrying on. Quite a few modifications on this printer. Intelligent, one of the check the guns out from the base, and go the wheel, it's not the stop. A servo here too, this is like white arm with a brush on, and this silicon on. Obviously the hot end lower fans have been modified, some stronger corners here. And that's been base for this sort of filament. I think this will be more forward for this right arm, you should get the full thing. The camera which you see the time lapse on. This is my do-it-yourself. I think it's a 200mm big Fenwick, is it big Fenwick fan in there, there's another fan, carbon sheets, cooker sheets, high voltage, maybe buying thing in here. That's all the time the pins on going in there. One end is a head, I've got back and cleaning in there. Some covers for the wires, going up to the Pi, screwdriver stand, boxes for Raspberry Pi, voltage converter. This is like a dual relay, because it turns bit like on and off, and I can also turn it on in software, not print. 5 volt power supply, PSU for the Raspberry Pi in spots. This thing here, just have a lid here. I never usually use a lid for the cutters. Obviously the display, there's not no pins in here. Sorry, octopus, there's 1 where it is, and I had to go inside and make this sort of template here, print that out. Raspberry Pi, octopus thing, Marlin inside here, using Marlin knocker, real touch, and that's the octopus thing, symbol, Capricorn, tubing, inside this tubing that goes down to the feed mechanism, dual feed mechanism. See how this code will change, see like on the end stop, the end stop fashion, that's sending the signal to Marlin that the film is feeding. That stops, you can do it in the software, and then the time that it'll trigger the printer to pause or stop the printer, and you can re-feed new filament in. Yeah, I didn't want this video to be too long actually, but that looks like it's printing out fine. I can't see any major problems there. Obviously a cube is not really the best thing. But I think I'm going to change the pump like bearings, because the bearings seem to be causing a very big, a lot of squeaking as they went down. A bit of grease on, well I put grease on, clean up, put the oil grease, clean them, so sweet. Seems to be pump here and type bearings here. Makes them quite going up and down, I've had to grease it. But yeah, I'll think about this. The 240mm fans there, I'll come on when the thing is finished. See how long it's left. With the time there, see it. It looks like it's going to be finishing off the top layer stone. Remember these fans switch on when the pin's finished, you cool it down quick. Normally it takes half an hour, put these fans on, push it down to a quarter of an hour. I don't want an LED like when the fans on, an LED here, like when the fans on. This LED is like a thermostat control, change the fans inside here. But the fans that do come with the Creality N5 Plus, I like to get engine blowing. Those have been printed out like fan ducts to blow air onto the PSU, etc. inside. I'm going to show you that. Yeah, we have another stand for these, like Allen drivers here. Just filling in time while this finishes off. Then there's one of the bugbears there is finished off there. I see a little bit of a string got caught on that, very fine. I don't know if you can see it as it's pulled away there. And yeah, I ask it to play a tune. See the red lights come on, that means the fans come on. These two fans under here blowing cool air onto the bottom of the bed. This bed does have some sort of insulation under here. Look at my other videos, I'll tell you about that. So now it's parked the nozzle over there, out the way, wait for the bed to cool down, and then well, you can see a lot of it here. This printer might need a bit of tweaking. I do use glue stick on this, yeah, actually some of these magnetic sheets also use glue stick. I've got successful glue stick, so I use it. Put it on cold, it goes on peppers, wait for the colour to vanish about 20 minutes, then thin that heat bed about 60. So place the chum on the extension, how many times do they get to about 8 till this fan, I lose 2 fans going on the and turn off the lights, so LED to take that, will obviously go off, and it'll play with the chum at 8 till the base, and that's a temperature. I think about trying to get a part off the bed. Well, the other things I've printed, I mean, there's things like this arm for this spool on the side, much easier to feed. I think the original spool came down here somewhere, very awkward to get. I'll come back on this, probably finished, this is about 30 volts, 41, still cooling, bed cooling. This is this is a touch display, I usually have it on the LCD 1 to 864, you see that those fans are turning there, like to indicate that there, like to indicate that there. This switch is on and off, for the blow fans inside, you can check the blows on all the time, but these extra ones, they'll switch on. Another switch on that green light, as you see, turn this on and off. So I'll say, I'll come back when I get to, as it's a 30, I want to play the tune because I've got it on pause. So this is one of these flexible magnetic sheets, very, quite strong these magnets. Trying to do this one hand. I don't know if, well, I can pull focus here. Top. There's the bottom if I can get it in focus. Yep. As I say, a little bit rounding on the corners there, I think. Oh, that's nice and glossy, that. Right, just putting down this is like a skirt. We're putting down the first layer here of this dirt cheap Budget PLA. Reality and the 5 Plus. Now, I do not really recommend this printer, mind you. Things have updated since I bought this. You know, you've got the bamboo labs out now. We're sort of not getting far off. Push a button and it'll print out for you. This, you have to make sure the bed's level. You have to get the Z offset just right and all sorts of stuff like this. It's quite a bit mucking about. I have done upgrades on this. Quite a few upgrades. But as you see there, try and show you. Yeah, that's going alright. I have a touch wood. As I say, I'll put some details about this filament down below. I bought this because I couldn't get my normal supplier to give me any blue filament, which I like the colour blue. Don't ask me why, I just do. Okay. Right, I'll try and come back. It's about, let's have a look, 2% done, well, 40 minutes. I think it might be a bit low, this Z probe height. This is what I'm saying about Creality, well, quite a lot of 3D printers is setting that Z probe height, which is like the distance from the bed to the probe. Is one of the hardest things. Second hardest thing is getting a bed level. Third hardest thing is getting it to weave and work. My view. And I've been printing for a long time. A very long time. Many years. Okay, just showing you around. Let's try and have a closer look. I think that's what I would term as borderline, that. I think the nozzle could do raising up a bit. Oh, I'm asking for, to show you that actually. Here's the display, bit dusty because I've been working on this. I was working on this printer. You know, you change one setting and it doesn't work anymore for 6 weeks, and then you've got to muck about. Anyway, 225 on the nozzle, 60 on the heat bed. That's for the first layer, PLA. I asked Cura I'm using to turn the voltage, turn the temperature, nozzle temperature down. So this is the nozzle, this is the heat bed. See, the heat bed's just turned off there. That'll go out, that light, when it's all under thermostatic control. This is a fan. This is a dual display. It does have touch screen, which I do not like. Tell you why, because if you want to move the bed down, you're having to jab it like this to keep moving it down, and while you're jabbing it, if you want to see the height of the bed, you look away and your fingers gone off where it's jabbing. Well, 35% infill, that's why it's like this. Coming along okay, no problems. Well, only slight problem. Where is it? This is like a hawk, a bird. It's going to have flapping wings on it to scare off pests, I hope. This is part of you seems to be curling. This is one part, I think. It should be almost flat like this one here. That's about, not quite a mirror image, but not far off. So this is the tail of the hawk. This is the body, a couple of eyes up there, some hinges for the flapping wings. Let's have a look. So 72% done. Seven hours it's been printing for, 7 hours and a half, let's call that, it's been printing for, according by this, and remaining 3 hours, let's call it that. So the fan is on 50%, the cooling fan. I showed you earlier that wasn't on for the first layer or two. 60 on the heat bed, 205 on the nozzle now, and that was a bit higher for the first layer, however you pronounce it. There's a couple of eye holes there, well, yeah. Let's call them hopefully for a bit of light to come through, because this will actually be over like turned over when it's done. I think I can show you if you wait a bit. I'm not sure how well I can get this in, but this is a previous sort of iteration I've done, trying elastic bands to sort of get these wings almost to flap. Turn this over. So this is how this has been printed in a way. Okay. Yeah. Dirt cheap filament. PLA. I don't know why it's that part there is not like fastened down to the bed. I use Elmer's glue stick, disappearing purple stuff on here. Well, it's only just now finished, played the tune and asked the pinhead to go back left hand corner so that I can access the bed easily. That's okay, as I say, it's meant to be a hawk. 2 wings hinged on here, one either side. The initial is going to use like a small stepper to control the flapping of the wings. The display is still the only thing I can see wrong with this. Tiny bit of string in there on the beak. But the only thing is this, which pointed out earlier I should say, is where is it? That one there. That's not actually touching the bed. Just that one, let's call it a feather on this hawk. So it's meant to be all bumpy like this, because in real life a hawk wouldn't be totally neat. You see some like lines there as it's graduating up, getting thicker. But that's pretty nice, I quite like that. So now, as I say, this is magnetic. So sometimes I take this off while it's, that will make it even cool down even faster, because it hasn't got any heat from the heat mass of the heat bed. This is only a thin, I think it's aluminium sheet. Looks about 4.5 millimeters thick there. Creality Ender 5 Plus. Right, using my mobile phone here. Skirt, okay. That's gone all the way around yet. I think I showed you a bit earlier that might be a little bit low, I think. But apart from that, no problems. So there's the spool. Kingroon 3D. Hold this on, you might want to scan that.